course, the big story today is Philip Schofield admitting his affair with a much younger man. The former This Morning presenter described his relationship with the ITV employee as unwise but not illegal and admitted to lying to his friends and management about the affair. Well, let's go back now to GB News national reporter Theo Chikomba with all the latest. Theo, a fast developing story and indeed a statement from ITV This Morning issued just moments ago. Can you bring us up to date, please, Theo?
Yes, of course. Well, it's a story that's been bubbling over for the last few weeks. Many people have been asking what's been happening and who knew what and when behind the scenes, particularly here at ITV. And in the last few moments, as you say, we've just seen a statement, a spokesperson from ITV saying further to our statement last night, ITV can confirm that when rumours of a relationship between Philip Schofield and an employee of ITV first began to circulate in early 2020, ITV did investigate this. Both parties were questioned and both categorically and repeatedly denied the rumours, as did Phil and the then agency YMU. Now, we know since then Philip has parted with his agency, and we saw in his letter yesterday addressed to people through the Daily Mail that he has resigned from ITV, and some of those further programmes he was due to take part in will no longer be happening. And of course, he's been a face on the television for years. He's been on the programme since 2002 up until now, and many people across the country will be familiar with his face and familiar with the programme. In the last couple of weeks, though, the ratings have gone down following what's been happening behind the scenes. We've been speaking to people here at Y City about what they make of it, and this is what they had to say.
Yeah, I suppose it is, it's a shame. He's someone that people really liked and looked up to, so yeah, it definitely is a shame.
I think he was a big part of ITV. Him and Holly were very close together, but it is what it is. Sometimes this is a blessing in disguise. It could be that he might need to move on and do something different now.
It's a real shame that it's happened like this, due to things behind closed doors. You never know what might happen in the future. Hopefully they can all rekindle, but I wish them all the best.
Well, it's also worth mentioning, touching on that statement in it, which he said, the first thing I want to say, I'm deeply sorry for having lied to them and to many others about the relationship that I had with someone working on This Morning. I did have a consensual on-off relationship with a young male colleague at This Morning, and as we've seen in other places, there have been rumours over the years, but he has taken the time to address this over the last 24 hours. What does this mean for the programme going forward? It's yet to be seen. Holly Willoughby currently isn't on air due to the half-term break, but will be returning shortly. Whether there's going to be new faces, who's going to be taking over, or whether someone's going to be next to her, or the show is completely revamped altogether, we're yet to see that. But for now, we've had this emerging news from ITV talking about some of those rumours which were denied at the time during the investigation in 2020.
Well, Theo Chikomba, thank you very much for that update. And I know, stick with us throughout the show. This story isn't going anywhere. And a quick comment from myself. I worked on ITV This Morning for about 6 years, from 2013 onwards. I was considering myself a friend of the show. I was regularly on there as a contributor, as a newspaper reviewer, as a debater. I was pretty close to Phil and Holly. And all I will say is that these rumours have been long going around. And the only thing I'm surprised about is that it's taken so long for this to come out. And as Eamon Holmes intimated, this story, I think, has much more legs. The reporter Katie Hind at the Mail on Sunday saying they are going for day 2 on this story. So I think we can expect more bombshell revelations on this. It's definitely one to watch. Let's move on now to our next story.